Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full face of Neutrogena makeup. I was kind of inspired to do this because I wanted to try the new Serum foundation that came out recently, and I bought a few other Neutrogena products. A few of them I already had, so I figured we would just do a quick full face of Neutrogena. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna do a full face of Neutrogena makeup today, and what inspired this video was I've been really wanting to try their new sensitive skin serum foundation. It took me a little while to get my hands on this for some reason. The Target I have near me has had the display up for, I would say, over a month now, and it's just empty. Like they got the display but no product. So I had to go find it somewhere else, but I finally got my hands on it. So we're gonna use this today and some other Neutrogena products. So the first one will not be a surprise if you watch my videos because I use this all the time. One of my favorite drugstore products ever is the Neutrogena Color Correcting Concealer in the shade Peach. So I'm gonna apply this first. I like to do my corrector first before foundation or tinted moisturizer, skin tint, or anything like that. I just feel like it kind of helps me apply less of my skin product or my face product. I don't know, could just be me, but I feel like it does kind of help me balance it out a little. So I'm going to tap this in as always. If you need a good corrector and you want something really affordable, this one is so good from Neutrogena. All right, so now we're gonna do the new Healthy Skin Serum Foundation. I know this has been out for a month or two now, but I actually haven't seen any reviews on it. I know people have been reviewing it, but I haven't personally watched any. So I'm gonna apply some of this. In general, I really like Neutrogena base products. I love the Hydro Boost Skin Tint, and I also love the CC Cream, the Clear Coverage line. I actually like to mix those two things. That's one of my favorite skin combinations. But this is actually the shade Light Medium number 2. I was gonna get, I think light number 1. Light number 2 looked really pinky to me, but I could not find light number 1, and I'm very impatient when it comes to makeup. Like when I decide I want something, I want to go out and get it. I actually don't really like ordering. I will, obviously, if I have to. Some things that, you know, you can't just go out and get, but I'm pretty impatient when it comes to makeup in particular. When something new comes out, I want it like right then. Is anyone else like that? I feel like a lot of people really love to order things, and I'm the exact opposite. I like to go buy it the second it comes out. I don't know. So I have some left on the back of my hand, but I'm just gonna work on tapping this in. This is the BK Beauty 101 brush, and I'm thinking this is gonna be like sheer light coverage. Feels very thin. Almost feels thinner than a typical serum. Serums usually aren't super thick, but I feel like a lot of times they are a little bit on the thicker side. I was kind of worried the color might be dark, but I actually think it's fine. All right, so that's it. That was like little to no product at all, so you can still obviously see my skin through it, but the finish is really pretty. It's definitely glowy. It's like a natural skin glow. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's a difference with makeup products, between a glowy finished product that just looks like oily and a look or a finish that looks like just your skin that's just very hydrated and healthy. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of tried to get what was on my hand built up onto my brush. And then maybe we'll add a bit more, because I like to start out, this is kind of true of all products, doesn't really matter what the product is. I like to apply thin layers. I never really am the type of person to go in with a lot of product at once. I don't know. I just feel like your makeup always looks better if you go in with small amounts at a time. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Could also obviously use your fingers with this. It feels really good though. I love the texture of it. So this kind of gives a little bit of a similar look to the Hydra Boost skin tint from Neutrogena, but this one is definitely a different texture. It's a little bit thinner, and the Hydra tint is almost more of a whipped gel formula. This one is definitely thinner feeling. So there it is. That was about like, I don't know, like a pump and a half. Not a pump, but a dropper, like half a dropper full. I don't know. It's really hard to tell with this type of packaging how much you're using, but it was not much product at all. So this is what it looks like. Really, really pretty. I really like it. This is my go-to kind of base for every day. I like something really light like this. And we're obviously going to go in with some concealer so we can add a little more coverage anywhere where I want to. But overall, this is very, very beautiful. Yeah, the finish of this is very, very pretty. I like to look up close with this kind of stuff just to make sure there's no weird like pilling or anything, but I don't see anything unusual with this. All right, now we're gonna go in with the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. Yeah, Radiant Cream Concealer. And this is the shade Bisque, light medium number 2. Oh, so this should be a good match because this is also light medium number 2. And this is a really nice drugstore concealer. I would say it's like a light medium coverage, but it's very nice for drugstore in my opinion. And then I don't really have anywhere else on my face I need like a ton of coverage other than like right here. I'll add a little bit. And right there. I don't really have anything going on my chin or my forehead right now. I'm gonna use the same BK Beauty brush to just tap this in on my cheeks. And then, where is my favorite brush of all time? The Sigma F03. And I am just going to tap this in. So I'm actually going to be doing here on my channel in the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing like a full face of different brands, mainly because I love to watch videos like that. I think it's such a good way to see, I don't know, if you're not super familiar with a brand, what all they have to offer and what you might be interested in depending on what you're wanting. And I kind of want to focus in on brands that you don't hear about a lot. So like to me, that's definitely Neutrogena, which is why I wanted to do this today, and also Clinique. I would really like to do a full face of their makeup. I feel like I hardly see anyone talk about them either. One you do hear about a good bit, but I still want to do it, is Flower Beauty. So I actually have some products that I just got at CVS, so I can do that pretty soon. But if there's a brand that you really want to see, comment it below and I'll add it to my list. But I really want to start doing more of those videos on my channel. Okay, so I have this one random little spot that I'm going to add some concealer to. As you can see, it's not like a full coverage concealer, but it's really pretty, especially paired on top of their under eye corrector. All right, I actually don't have a powder from Neutrogena, so we're just gonna go right into bronzer. And you probably saw me use this in either my last video or the video before that. I bought the Healthy Skin Natural Radiance bronzer, and I kind of mentioned in that video, I've had this product before and I decluttered it for some reason. And now when I use this the other day, I love this. I do not know why I would have decluttered that, because this is much, much better than I remember. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Morphe M581. And as you can see, this bronzer is nice because it has like 4 different bronzy tones in it. It's really, really pretty. And I'm gonna add this to my cheek. I mean, look how pretty that is. It blends beautifully. Like, this is a beautiful product. I mean, that is a good bronzer. I feel like I don't see anyone talk about this either. I actually did see Alexa Blake here on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. But she has been using this and it looks so pretty on her in like her most recent videos, but I don't really see that many people talking about this and I'm not sure why. I mean, how pretty is that? And I didn't even set my face with powder and it's going on really, really well. It's not going on patchy or anything, which can happen sometimes with bronzer, but how pretty is that? I'm gonna bring this down my neck as well. And I'm gonna bring some down here too, since I have this V-neck kind of tank top on. I love this. I'm so glad I bought this again. Next, we're gonna do one of their newer products also. This is from, or it's from Neutrogena obviously, but it's the multi-use stick. And this is in the shade Temptation. I think there's only one shade of this, or at least I've only seen one shade, so that's what it looks like. It's kind of a reddish corally color, but this is for your eyes, your lips, and your cheeks. We'll use this. This is the Morphe A58. It's the Makeup by Ariel collab. I have actually used this already on my Instagram and TikTok, so you may have seen me use this. But how pretty is that? I don't really have anything in this exact color. It's very unique. It's a coral, but I don't know, it has a little bit of like a reddish undertone to it. It's really pretty. So I'm just tapping this on. It's very sheer, as you can see, so it's not a ton of color right off the bat. You have to kind of build it up if you want, but I actually really prefer that with products like this because I just feel like it's easier to use, a lot less intimidating. But how pretty is that? I love this. I'm loving how this base looks. I'm excited about this. Okay, we may use this on my lips later, but I have another lip product that I kind of wanted to use, so we'll see. I don't have any Neutrogena brow products. I meant to buy one when I was at the store and I just didn't really think about it until I sat down to film this video, so I don't have that. I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then I'll be back and we'll move on. All right, let's move on to the eyes. I am actually not gonna prime my eyes or anything. I'm just gonna go with my natural color on my eyes. And I'm gonna use my bronzer. I don't think Neutrogena makes eyeshadow that I know of. When I was looking around, I didn't see any from them. So we are gonna go in with the bronzer, and I'm just gonna kind of tap in the middle so I get a little bit of all of these colors. And we're just gonna put this in the crease, and I'm gonna bring it down onto the lid even. I feel like this kind of goes with this makeup anyway, because this is obviously very, very natural. And I think it's pretty. And that bronzer, obviously, I love on my face, so I definitely love it on my eyes too. You could also obviously apply a primer underneath this if you wanted to, but I just kind of wanted to go natural today. And next, I did get this from Neutrogena. So this is the Nourishing eyeliner. And this is a dark brown. It says it is the shade Spiced Chocolate. It says defines and brightens precise line to smoky effect. Open this up. They have a bunch of different eyeliners from Neutrogena. I couldn't really tell if one was like newer than the other. The packaging was different on a lot of them, but they looked kind of similar, so I don't really know. But we're gonna try this one. So this is what it looks like. This one has, oh, is it a sharpener? I don't know. This comes off, but what I was gonna say is it has this little smudger on this end, which is kind of nice to have. And then this is the liner. Trying to see, so it has a little bit, you may not be able to see on camera, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's almost undetectable. So what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this on the outer corners of my eye, and then maybe like smudge it out a little bit into a wing, because I want to do something super natural. So I'm gonna try to do this so you can see without going out of focus. I'm actually going to try to do my wing trick that I was doing for a while, where I have a whole video on this, but basically I start where my eye starts to dip down, and instead of following my lash line, I go straight out over my little fold that I have here. And I try to keep my eye open. That's really the key. And then I go to the bottom lash line and kind of flick upward and connect my little line here. And with this, you kind of have to practice with it a little bit. And remember, you can always use an angled brush, or in this case, we'll try to use this little smudger tip and kind of fix it, smudge it, whatever you want to do. So I'm just gonna kind of smudge this a little and try to kind of clean up this outer corner. This liner is definitely not super easy to smudge. Not a huge fan of this. This is very hard to use. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can kind of blend out that tip of it just a little, because I didn't really want a large wing. I wanted just like a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of smudge it. When all else fails, just take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just kind of feather over it. All right, I think I kind of fixed it. Wasn't really what I was going for, but it's fine. I just wanted a really kind of messy, not super precise look. But this is a little hard to use, not very easy to smudge or move around. But I do want to take the bronzer real quickly, and I'm just going to use this small little baby Morphe brush, and I'm just going to put this on the bottom lash line as well. This is actually a really good brush for your bottom lash line that I started using. It's the Morphe M213, but it's this tiny little, almost looks like a baby shader brush, but it's like the perfect size to get under your eyes. Okay, now let me curl my lashes, and then we will move on to some mascara. For mascara, I got the Healthy Lynx mascara in the shade Black Brown because I've been obsessed with really brown or black brown mascara lately. And not a lot of mascaras come in that option. A lot of them just come in black, but this one actually did come in black brown. I have tried this once before, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it. So it has like the wiry bristle brush. And let's try this out. But yeah, I'm very excited that theirs come in black brown because I love black brown, especially for like this kind of makeup look. This formula is very thin, definitely very separating, which is good. Okay, so that's one coat. It's very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. So I'm gonna try to go in with another coat. So there is it, or there it is with two coats. Definitely need two coats to get a little more volume. I mean, it's definitely more of a natural mascara, which I would expect from Neutrogena. It is called Healthy Lynx, so I think it's definitely more of a natural, or it's intended to be more of a natural formula. I do think it looks pretty on my lashes, but definitely more of a like no makeup kind of mascara. So we will do the other side. All right, and last for the lips, I did get one of their Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Shines. That's what it looks like. They come in a bunch of colors. This one is Ballet Pink. And I'm thinking this is like a glossy, balmy type product. It's a light peachy pink. It's really nice. So I think what I might do actually is take a little bit of the stick that we used first. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this on top. I just wanna make sure I have that lip color or the cheek color on my lips so it all kind of matches up with my face. Yeah, so that combo looks really good. It's very, very hydrating. It just feels like a really thin lip gloss. It's not sticky feeling. It just feels really hydrating. It's not a ton of color, but I also have pretty pigmented lips, and I had this underneath as well. So it just adds a little more shine, and it's nice. And that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love this look. If you watch my channel, you know these are really the kinds of looks I like the most. I love, or my main passion really is natural makeup. I love glam makeup and doing like all the fun eye looks and, you know, doing a full glam makeup look every now and then. I think they're so fun. But on the daily, this is the kind of makeup I really like. So I love to do these kinds of videos and try out new products. The standout products for this video, really like this so far. I mean, I hope you can see this on camera, but my skin just looks like I have really perfect, healthy, hydrated skin. It doesn't look like makeup. It just looks like my skin just naturally looks like this, which is I think what most people are going for with makeup. If you're wanting a ton of coverage, like I said earlier, you're not going to get that from this product. So I definitely would not recommend that or recommend this for you. Also, my skin type is pretty normal. I do have sensitive skin, but I don't really have oily or dry skin. I would say my skin is pretty normal, other than it's definitely sensitive. So for me, this is great. If you have super oily skin, I still think you would like this because this is not an overly oily product. It just definitely has some hydration to it. And to me, it just gives your skin that natural, healthy kind of glow, not a makeup-y highlighter kind of glow, if that makes sense. But this is beautiful. I really like this. I had used the stick before, so I knew that I like this. This is such a pretty product. The only thing I would say is I don't think this is going to show up on everyone. I am like a light skin tone, I would say, light medium maybe. And this is not super pigmented on me. So if you are a lot darker than me, I'm not sure this will show up on you. But I love the concept. I love the formula. I like the color. I just wish they would come out with some more shades. But I do like it on myself. I think it's really pretty as blush. And you guys, this bronzer, this is maybe my new favorite drugstore bronzer. Seriously, I have a few that I love, but this one, this is good. This is really, really good. If you don't have this bronzer, I would highly recommend it. I already knew that I liked the Corrector. I use this all the time in my videos. That is one of my favorite drugstore products ever. And the concealer on top is really beautiful. These two paired together, I really like. As far as the eye products, definitely not blown away. I'm not a huge fan of that eyeliner pencil. I like how it turned out because I was able to smudge it and I wasn't really going for anything super precise. But it was a little hard to work with, a little hard to smudge. And the mascara is nice. I love the black brown color, but I don't think I like it nearly as much as my L'Oreal Balm mascara. I basically compare everything to that now because I love that one. But overall, it looks nice, just not like a wow, I'm blown away kind of product. And the lip product, very pretty. I like it. It's very moisturizing. If you want something quick to throw on your lips with just a little bit of color and hydration, you would probably like this. But I do think where Neutrogena stands out is with their complexion products. I do wish they would extend their shade ranges. A lot of their products, the shade range is very, very limited, which, come on, we need a bigger shade range. We need to do better with that. But other than that, I do really like their products, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you are new, and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok, simply.blair1. I will definitely be doing more of these, like I said, so if you have a brand you really want to see, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.